Hello, hello, how you doing? You know, when OnStar was first released, I was fascinated. You had 3 buttons. I can press a button and make a call to anyone I want. I can press another button and get driving directions or dinner reservations, hotel reservations. If I'm in trouble, there's another button for help. There were content partnerships with Disney and Wall Street Journal and Warner Brothers. There were like 1,000 apps in your car. But the problem was GM was General Motors and not General Mobility. And when we got to our destination, and we still wanted all those features, we didn't have the option to grab the on phone and take those 3 buttons with us, those magic 3 buttons. So what we need to do is look at what we're delivering to customers, not so much what our factory is set up to produce. That's what I want to talk to you about today. But first, a confession. I'm not a car guy. I've never changed my own oil. I don't want to change my own oil. I don't know the difference between a carburetor and a flux capacitor. When you say dipstick under the hood, I think Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane is here from Dukes of Hazzard. Just as I don't want to know how my computer works or my toaster works, I'm a user. And we call those users drivers. And I love to drive. I am passionate about driving. You give me the open road on a weekend and I am happy. Now, a driver is much different from a commuter. Commuting sucks. There's nothing worse than sitting in traffic, not moving, watching someone eat a breakfast burrito, someone put on makeup, someone text while driving, and someone flick their ash out the window. Drives me nutty. Commuting should be replaced by pneumatic tubes. At the bank, you know, we go to the bank. Sure, we can't take coins in our pocket to work, but we could figure this out. So that way the roads would be open for driving and our love of driving. But one more thing. Drivers do not have this word. This is a 4-letter word to drivers. Prindle? If your car is on automatic, you're not driving at all. All right? A driver is in love with a 5-speed. Better yet, a 6-speed. There's almost like a hokey pokey when you punch in on the left foot, gas on the right foot, shift, that shift pattern. It's wonderful to really connect with your vehicle and be a driver in that way. You know, if you don't take advantage of those stick shifts, you might as well be playing Mario Kart, sitting on the couch on the side of the road. That's not what it's made for. But the open road isn't about straightaways. It's about curves and hills and trees. And you know, my favorite signs are curves ahead, natural beauty road, or bacon double cheeseburger from Five Guys, this exit, or speed limit ends, because that's when possibility opens up for us. But we have some other ends of the road coming down the line for us. An economic end, an environmental end for the automotive industry, unless we change our ways, unless we get back in the driver's seat and start leading instead of following where the factories are taking us. Yes, I'm an environmentalist, I'm sorry. It's Earth Day today, or as conservatives would say, Thursday. And although I'm a tree hugger, I'm also a capitalist, and I'm an ardent capitalist. And I believe that innovation can happen if we only look to carnies. Carnies run an entire transportation grid on a metal floor, brilliantly, with no accidents, and everyone's happy. We can learn from this. We turn our highways into solar collectors. You know, when you've stepped on asphalt on a hot summer day, there's a lot of energy being collected in the roads that we're just wasting. All we need to do is drag a little metal pipe behind us, like they do at the Dodgem cars, and we transfer that energy back up from the road into our car. And you know, if you've ever followed like a 78 New Yorker Brougham with a broken muffler, you've seen the same effect. So we have the technology to do this. The other advantage of Dodgem technology is when someone flicks a cigarette butt out the window, you rear-end the hell out of them. Someone's going slow in the left lane, nudge them off the shoulder where they belong. We have the technology. Now you may say, well, you know what, solar cells aren't a very good building material for roads. Well, like concrete and asphalt are? Come on, they're not working. We can change our transportation grid into our power grid. We can turn our factories producing cars into factories producing manufactured panels that are solar power collectors, solar transfer devices, and building materials all at the same time. We can transform the Motor City from the city that drives the world to the city that powers the world's economy.